Forgiveness, a very big subject for day 10 of your 30-day challenge. So let's dig in. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. We're going to dig into what forgiveness has to do with quitting pornography consumption. It has everything to do with it. So there's, generally speaking, two categories of people that you will need to consider forgiving so that you can unlock that neurorigid brain pattern that your brain is stuck in for the most part, that drives you back into the screen. We know the screen pulls you in. There's factors that push you in, and trauma is one of them. And forgiveness is the solution. And it's a tall order, but today's action step is going to be a beginning towards forgiveness. So who are the two categories of people that you need to forgive? Number one, people from your past who have wronged you, who have traumatized you, who had dysfunctional and emotionally immature interactional styles that impacted you, that still impacts you today if you haven't resolved, processed, and integrated those experiences so that you can move past them. Forgiveness is the way that you can do it. So let me tell you who the second category is, then we'll dig into the action step. The second category is versions of you. I've told you before in videos that you change every 7 years. Every single cell in your body is different. And if you are in this 30-day challenge, you're already changing. By watching each video, you're becoming a new version of yourself. If you implement each action step, you are literally becoming a new version. So, looking back at the old versions of yourself who may have done things and acted in ways, behaved or reacted in ways that you are not proud of and do not want to do anymore, especially when it comes to porn consumption. I work with so many people that are distraught about the types of porn that they've consumed, how they've acted to partners in the past. Those are old versions of you. And if you're doing the work to become the new, better version of yourself, you can forgive those versions, because the people in your past and the old versions of you didn't know how to act in a better way. So forgiveness comes down to capacity. The people in your past didn't have the capacity to be better to you. And there's so much involved in that. But for today, the action step is, let's make a 5-year at a time chronicle of the timeline of your life. If you're younger, you can do it year by year. If you're older, you can go 10 years at a time to simplify the process. But basically looking at your life in chunks and thinking about the experiences that you've had, thinking about the people who are in your life, thinking about when they weren't there for you when you needed them to be, thinking about people who bullied you, thinking about parents who didn't behave well to you because they didn't have the capacity, thinking about the traumas, the terrible things that you have undergone. I do not want you to stay there for very long, but I want you to look at it and remember that hurt people hurt people. So you don't want to hurt people, so you're going to heal yourself. You're not going to be a wounded, hurt person anymore. But the people in your life who did hurt you, they have their own hurts and their own wounds that they carried over in their behavior towards you. So look at that and think about that. Their capacity to be better for you and to you was limited. And the way out is to forgive them for the limited capacity that they had, forgive yourself for the limited capacity that you had, and grow your capacity up day by day with me in this challenge. So inspect your timeline and learn from it. And think about the version that you're becoming, that you want to become, that you're doing the work to become right now, this very moment. Think about that version and the integrity that you're creating in your life through dignity, through your action steps. Now go for it, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 11. And until then, control your brain, or it'll control you.